Okay, who has the ability to run fast? Okay, let's see. Okay, everyone stand up. Let's see if you have a lot of energy in your body. Okay, this boy eats healthy food. That's why he can run fast. Okay, this time, let's try to run fast but staying in our place. Okay, let's do it. Ready? Go! Okay, stop. Okay, you have a lot of energy. Oh, you need to eat more healthy food for you to have more energy. Okay, good job. Thank you. Sit down, please. Okay, so we need a lot of energy in our body to do things, just like running fast. If we don't have the energy, look at this picture. This is how you look. No energy. You're so weak. You cannot do things. You cannot carry heavy things. So energy is important in our body. That's why you have to eat healthy food and try to sleep more. In that way, you can gain energy. You know what? There are two forms of energy. Yes, there are two forms of energy. We have the potential energy and kinetic energy. What is potential energy? Potential energy is the stored energy. This is the energy in our body. This energy is reserved in our body. So if we need energy to do something, we can use that energy. And once we do some movements like running, we now start to have the energy of motion. So our potential energy that we kept in our body changes to kinetic energy once we do the movement. Kinetic energy is the energy of movement or motion. When you say movement, you walk, you run, you ride. Those are motion or movement. Once we do those movement, the potential energy that is stored in our body changes or convert to kinetic energy because we did some movement. Like now I am standing, so I'm not using my energy. I'm not using a lot of my energy. So the energy is just stored or reserved in my body. But once I do some movements, like I run, the potential energy in my body changes to kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of movement. So once we do the movement, then the potential energy changes to kinetic energy. And you know what? Do you know that it's not only in our body that has energy? Yes, even in some objects we have energy. Just like this ball. What is this? Ball. This is a ping pong ball. Yes. Do you know that there is a potential energy in this ball? Yes. Potential energy has also two kinds. So we have the gravitational potential energy and elastic potential energy. Let's just talk about first gravitational potential energy. What is gravitational potential energy? Can you please follow me again? Okay, gravitational. Okay, good. Potential energy. Okay, good. Once again, gravitational potential energy. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, what is this gravitational potential energy? Okay, don't you know that this ping pong ball has an energy? Yes, it has an energy. Just like us in our body, object has its energy. Okay, and this ball has a gravitational potential energy if we put it in a position where there is a vertical position. Just like this one. Okay, so this is just an improvised slide. Do you like to play in a slide? Shoo! Yes, you climb up and then you slide down. Okay, let's just imagine that this is a slide. Okay, so this slide has a vertical position. See? Vertical position. I made a drawing here. If you can see, we can just imagine that this is a slide and it has a vertical position. Vertical position. Okay? So we have this vertical position. If we are going to put this ping pong ball on the edge of this slide, there is a gravitational potential energy in this ping pong ball because of its position. If you notice, if I put this ping pong ball in this position, there is a possibility, or it will be, once I release it, it will roll down. Okay? It will roll down. Why? It's because of the force of gravity. Force of gravity. Say force of gravity. What is force of gravity? Gravity is the power of making things fall down. Okay? Gravity is the power of making things fall down. So if we are going to put this ping pong ball in the edge of the slide, what will happen? There is a force, or there is a power that pulling this ball going down. Okay, I'm not going to release it yet. So if there, in this ball, there is a gravitational potential energy. So once I release this ball, what will happen? Okay, what will happen? Yes, please. Okay, yes. Once I release the ball started to roll. Okay, so right now in this ball, we have this gravitational potential energy because there is a force that is pulling this ball down, and that's the gravity. That's why it has gravitational potential energy. Okay, this time I'm gonna release this ball. Look carefully on what's gonna happen. Okay, so see what happened? When I released the ball started to roll. So what do you think? What happened to the energy? This time, because of the rolling, which is movement, so the potential energy changes to kinetic energy because of the movement. Remember, try to remember, energy cannot be created and cannot be destroyed. You cannot destroy the energy, but it can be transferred, or it can be converted to other energy. Each type of energy can be converted into any other type of energy. So from gravitational potential energy that we have here in our ping pong ball, while it's still stopped, it's still on the edge of this slide, it has a gravitational potential energy. But then once we release this ball and it started to roll, the energy changes or converted into kinetic energy. Remember, kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Very good. Thank you. Energy of motion. And that's kinetic energy. Okay, thank you. This time, let's have another type of potential energy. This time, let's have elastic potential energy. What is elastic? When you say elastic, something that you can stretch, okay? Look at this, okay? I'm going to give you a rubber band. Here you are. There you go. Please pass. Thank you. Okay. Okay, show me your rubber band, but be careful, please, okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have this rubber band, okay? This rubber band has the ability to stretch, okay? Let's just be careful, okay? Be careful, please. Okay, hold your rubber band and let's stretch together. Are you ready? Okay, good. Thank you. Be careful and hold your rubber band very tight. Okay, this time let's try to stretch the rubber band. Okay, ready? Let's try to stretch the rubber band. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, but be careful, please. Okay, so here, when we stretch the rubber band, there is an elastic potential energy in this rubber band. Yes, that's the elastic potential in this rubber band. So see, try just to be more careful. So we have here elastic potential energy is the energy stored in an object. What is our object? This rubber band that can be stretched or compressed. Okay, that can be stretched or compressed. Or compress. Stretch, stretch, compress. Okay, just like in this example, our rubber band, we can stretch. Okay, and once we stretch this rubber band, the elastic potential energy is in this object. Okay, and wait, remember, energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed, but it can be transferred. So right now, we have this elastic potential energy in this rubber band. And once I release the one end, this, but only Teacher Faye will do this, okay? Okay, just look at me, okay? Thank you. Okay, I'm going to release this part, the one end. So take a look carefully. What will happen? Okay, it's quite fast. Okay, once again, let's try it. Okay, see what happened. What happened? Yes, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, yes, please. Okay, thank you. That is right. Okay, when we release the stretched rubber band, there was some movement or vibration happened. Movement, okay? When there's an energy of movement, what kind of energy is that? Yes, please. Okay, good, very good. Kinetic energy. From elastic potential energy that we have here in this rubber band, when we release the one end of it, there is some movement of vibration happen. So when we say vibration, the elastic potential energy changes to kinetic energy the time I release the one end of this side of this rubber band. Okay, you see, there are some movements. So with that movement, the elastic potential energy changes to kinetic energy. Okay, so there are the two types of potential energy. We have the gravitational potential energy, energy in an object. What object did we use? Yes, this ping pong ball. Yes, this ping pong ball that is held in a vertical position. Where did we position this ping pong ball? In a slide where there is a vertical position. And due to that position, there is a force of gravity. There is a force of gravity that pull this ping pong ball down. That's why that ping pong ball has this gravitational potential energy. And the elastic potential energy is the energy stored in an object. What is the object we use? Okay, this rubber band that can be stretched or compressed. Okay, so there we have it. So this is all about energy. Actually, you can find energy everywhere. And there are a lot of sources of energy. Just like sun, like water, hydro energy. And we also have wind energy, electrical energy. So there are a lot of sources of energy. But then we're going to discuss that in our next lesson, okay? But for now, I have to say goodbye and see you next time. Bye!